Hello, welcome to another episode of Just Two Teens. We're your host, Calvin, and
Nicole.
all right, Nicole. So today's episode is gonna be it's gonna be heavily be focusing on environment and
You're
global
spasming just
warming.
then.
So what do you know about the environment, Nicole?
What do I know about the environment?
Hmm.
I know I live in one. And I mean, I don't know a lot about environmental issues. I just know it is a national, global conflict.
Right.
And, I'll share more of what I've seen through media as we navigate this topic.
Okay, wonderful. So, you know, global warming is like a very controversial and also a very popular issue in regards to the environment. Um, it's very real and it's very detrimental to the environment in which we live in. It damages biodiversity. It, it kills off species, and all in all, it's just bad. And I think we can all agree in that because, I want to be living um in a world where, it's like cool, not too hot. I don't really want to be baking outside. And I do appreciate like nature and trees and all of that. Like that's literally one of the reason why I want to like go off and like live in Switzerland because of like the nature. Because, we're built to be in nature, like biologically speaking. So,
Yeah, I mean, humans are animals, and like all animals, we um, naturally came from the environment. And I mean, we weren't built to work office jobs every day. We were
mhm.
built to be outside, Homo sapiens say so. Okay. We were monkeys
Yeah,
once.
yeah. Um, like it's good for our bodies, it's good for our minds to be outside, to be basking in the sun. Like there's studies showing that like, being outside it actually like improves your sleep. It, increases dopamine levels in your brain. So, it decreases stress and also increase happiness. Um, and all in all, like just being outside it's good for you. Um,
Yeah.
and with like global warming and like these environmental issues, it's affecting everybody. It's not just like affecting like animals. It's affecting us now. Like we have
Yeah.
plastics inside our bodies now. We have like plastics in our brain. Um, it's like it's gotten like out of control, and it's just like it's terrible. So
I mean, I agree. I don't know much about uh the the greater effect of environmental issues.
mhm.
But I mean, I'm not blind. I mean, a couple months ago, I saw a video online where it had this picture of tulips. Like it was like these yellow tulips. I mean, the picture itself was pretty, but what it meant
Yeah,
was
yeah. I also
terrible.
I think I saw that too. Like
Y-
yeah, like
Yeah.
even if it wasn't like real, because I'm not sure if it was like debunked or not. But
Yeah.
like even if it was like fake or if it was like AI generated, like
The
I think
fact
we
that
can all
there
right.
could potentially be
Yeah,
tulips growing in the Arctic, that's what the picture was. We should be concerned. Like, I mean, it's not so easy to get a flight there and go check for ourselves, but you know, the
definitely.
if it is true, like we have a problem.
Yeah, it's like it's alarming that, the coldest place on Earth is now growing flowers. Like that's sending the signal that like the Earth is literally warming up like past the level to which like, which is normal because if Antarctica is able to, sustain and grow these flowers, it's sending a message that, like we are heating up, and that's alarming.
And then again, in line with heating up, the icebergs, again, the
Mhm.
coldest place on Earth, the icebergs down there, they're melting, and as more water from the iceberg is being released, it's increasing the water levels everywhere globally. Like the quite frankly, like what is now like the lowest part of certain islands and certain what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say below sea level, but at sea level is going to be underwater.
Yeah, like several places in the United States, they're gonna be underwater when, like these ice caps melt. Um,
Yeah.
and especially for like, the polar bears, like they are going extinct like if we continue this because they have no land anymore because like like their land is snow and like, icebergs. Um, so it's just terrible for everyone involved, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest.
And I don't know, maybe this is a call to action for some, but if y'all lose Disneyland, would that finally be a wake up call? Because, you
Yeah,
know,
that's also something like I feel like there's a lot of people who deny global warming, which I find just ridiculous because it's like how are you denying this? It's like the same as like claiming Earth is flat. No, it's not. Like it's been proven. If you just, search it up, like an easy Google search, you can probably see dozens of like studies like suggesting that, the Earth is warming at an exponential level, which is not normal. Um, and like I just don't get it. Like I feel like people they only like recognize and like tackle these issues when it's like too late. And then when it's too late, there's really nothing else to do.
yeah, I mean, I agree. I feel like as creatures, we are prone to thinking that, um, like we're not involved, or perhaps like, oh, it's not real. It's not happening unless it's in front of me. We
Hmm.
have natural egocentric tendencies.
Yeah.
Um, just like a little kid who plays hide and seek, they think if their parent who's actively looking for them in the hide and seek game doesn't they can't see the parent can't see them. Meanwhile, they're just shutting their eyes under a chair, with half
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
body visible.
Yeah, that's a good point. I just think like I just think that I feel like because they think that, it's not gonna affect them, then like they're okay. But like that's like a selfish way of thinking because even though it doesn't seem like it's affecting you right now, it's gonna be affecting like your kids. It's gonna be affecting their kids. It's like a domino effect. But I feel like that's not. I feel like they don't recognize that. Um,
And again, I just think we
yeah,
are naturally selfish creatures. I mean,
yeah,
to some
yeah.
extent, we live for ourselves. Um, I would like to comment on like the littering, the obvious littering, like on a local level where I can go outside and see, you know, bottle caps, bottles, straws, a bunch of trash just disregarded and littered on the ground. Like, or my local roads that where people get fast food and they get cups and they just throw them out the window and you can see like just plastic cups for the most part, but sometimes like those like containers that hold the plastic cups, like the 4 cup tray, like that's thrown out the window too. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I see a lot of like trash just like on the road, like whenever like, I drive around like where my parents take me, like I see it and it's like it just kind of makes me sad because like there's like animals outside, like what do they think about this? Like, like if I was them, like I would be like, I would be like disgusted, like wow, like there's just like plastic and like weird like I don't know, like weird materials outside just like sitting there in my habitat. Like that's crazy.
yeah. I mean, it's gotten to the point where sometimes I have seen a picture, I believe it was of beaver making a den and they used like this broken fishing net they had found. I believe I've seen
Yeah.
something like that before.
Yeah, that like that just it just like it kind of just like doesn't like it doesn't like, it doesn't look natural. It doesn't look natural. That's why it's like it just like that's why it makes me sad because like the nets like they're not supposed to be used to build something, like imagine a bird's nest being built out of plastic straws like instead of like I don't know, wood, stick.
The things that like their species was designed to um use for building, like they literally have the teeth for grinding wood so they can use it to make dams. But, if they're using other materials, what's going to happen to those traits?
Yeah, it not even that. It just doesn't look natural. So also
I
got
mean,
that.
well, you
But
had already
then
said that, so
yeah, yeah. I just wanna like make sure that point is really there. And also like going back to, like the melting ice caps, apparently um there's a solution which is creating like a machine to refreeze the water to essentially make artificial like ice caps or like icebergs. And I think that's a viable solution, but I feel like resorting to like these like these like unnatural ways of dealing with climate change, I feel like that also raises like issues too. Because if we're now like resorting to like ways that are unnatural, like what does that tell you? Like that tells you like we genuinely cannot like restrain ourselves, but we need to rely on like machinery to do the work for us. But like that's like it's like artificial, like it's not natural.
and I mean, you have a point with like even if with this machine works, like how much of a permanent solution is it? Because it's not going to teach humans anything
Right,
because then the
exactly.
problem is just going to continue to develop
Yeah.
and
Well, it also kind of gives the incentive that, it's okay to increase carbon emissions because we have machines to, do the work for us. So, I don't know, if the machine breaks, we are going to be screwed because now we're even at a worse place, because now there's no machines, there's really no way of managing anything. Um, and I think that like like restraining ourselves and managing like carbon emissions, I feel like that's more important than like just deploying like random machinery in the Arctic to, refreeze the water.
yeah, I mean, we should make efforts just to even just throw out your own trash and not litter it, you know? Do
Yeah,
whatever you can on your own individual level.
yeah, I feel like people they just like they I feel like it's also me. Like I also feel this, but I don't do this, but like I feel like I feel like people like they litter because they think that like, if other people litter, like then what impact do I make if I stop littering? So I feel like other people like they don't care. Like they understand the impact, but like they don't care because, if other people are doing it, then what's the point even to stop? I don't litter. I actually refuse to litter since I was like a kid. Like I remember my dad like he would like throw like I don't know um like packages or like plastic, wrappings around straws, like he would throw it outside and I would be like, "No, I'm not throwing it outside." So I've been an OG. I've been an OG.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, like I understand where they're coming from, but it's not like what it's not even that hard to just bring your trash to the garbage can. Like it's really not that hard. Like just walk a few steps. You also lose
Yeah.
weight while you're there.
And
You know?
again, I think it's some of it is just pure laziness and arrogance. Like you could even go to Target and or any other grocery store that may sell drinks inside
Hmm.
or not, depending on how lazy that person is. but you could go and like there would be like an empty, used, drunken Starbucks cup just on the shelf, completely discarded. Like someone drank out of that and decided to leave it there. Like now
That's
some minimum wage employee is going to have to go get it, collect it, and throw it out. Like that's rude, inconsiderate. When how hard would it have been to just stop by a garbage on your way out?
yeah, like, that's, like, childish, immature, and it's just disgusting too, like, I don't wanna see your, like, cup while I'm trying to shop, like, that's just disgusting, and also it's probably disgusting for the janitors there too, because they have to clean up after you. Like, that's crazy, like,
Right.
you're like, at your grown age, you're still, like, littering, like, that's crazy.
I mean, I guess,
Like,
and you're not throwing it in the environment, so it's not precisely littering in that example, but it's
but
still
but still,
discarding
like
your trash in a place that is not meant for trash.
yeah, exactly, yeah, and also we have, um with, like, the increased carbon emissions, like, it's also affecting, like, the air quality, like, whenever I go on the weathers app, like, I make sure I check, the air quality, see what's up, and usually, like, it's good, but sometimes it's, like, bad, like
Yeah, I mean, every day I get a, "Oh my god, Nicole, the air quality, it's terrible!"
exactly, like, yeah, I'm, like, very aware of it. It's like wha like, it's just, like, we shouldn't be living in an environment where, like, the air quality is, like, in, those zones. Like, I remember, like, a few years back, like, there's a wildfire near us, and, the smog and all of the,
Near
smoke
us? Was
went
that
to
the
yeah,
Canadian one?
yeah, the Canadian wildfire, yeah.
Okay.
And then it, like, drifted all the way to where we lived, and so the air quality became really bad. It went to, like, hazardous zone at some point.
Oh,
Um
yeah. I remember
And when
that.
you go out and when you went outside, you could smell, like, the fire, even though it
Yeah.
was, like, miles and miles away. And I
It
think
was
that was
literally
just
in another country.
yeah, it
And
was it was it was crazy,
the
honestly, and I
sky was yellow too,
yeah,
actually. And
like,
I
you
remember
could
my parents, they texted me and they were like, "Yo, don't like put the air conditioner on, don't open the window. Like the air quality, it's bad. Like stay inside." Like
yeah, you could feel it. You could just like, it was just, like, nasty and vile. Um, I think that's why we gotta, you know, like, increase advocacy for, these environmental issues because like we should not be experiencing these things. Like we also have like increasing hurricanes, increasing floods as a result of global warming. And with global warming, it also comes with increasing wildfires, which leads to poor air qualities. And it's like these things are bad. And like people who deny like global warming, like they are crazy because like it's right in front of your face, but you choose to ignore it, which is just crazy to me.
yeah.
So I
And I
feel
think
like we
that
need to yeah, wait, finish your thought? Yeah.
oh yeah, because I was gonna say there was a more recent the more recent wildfires, because it was so dry in California, like the
Mhm.
California wildfires, that was also
Yeah.
really bad, I heard.
Oh, yeah, 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 I forgot what it was called, but it was really bad. It destroyed a lot of houses, it also killed a lot. So it's like we need to make sure that, um, we need to make sure there's more laws in place to, um, protect the environment because it's very real. Like, it has very real effects, and it's terrible for the environment and for us as
And this
humans.
goes for globally because I mean, we are a consumeristic country, so and we are, you know, as a global power and a very wealthy country, we do have access to use more carbon emissions via
Yeah.
our
Mm.
vehicles, but we are not manufacturing as much as other countries are.
Yeah,
Which
but also oh, wait, yeah, finish your thought.
no, I was pretty much gonna say that,
Okay.
it's heavy into factories as well that produce a lot of carbon emissions. And I mean, it's every country that I feel should make efforts to help the environment.
And, you brought up the point of us being, like, a global power like we're known, right?
Mhm.
And because of that, and because like we're recognized, globally, and you know, like we need to set an example for other countries to, increase environmental advocacy, um, especially with like the current developing political events. Like we need to really anchor down with like the environment, because if we as America, we if we don't try to maintain our like, what's the word, if we don't try to like maintain our like um
Moral high what word are you moral
yeah,
high
like
ground or like
yeah, exactly, like moral high ground, like if we don't do that, then other countries, they're gonna start, falling off too. Like, because we set the example for other countries, especially for like, I don't know, China. China is also a global power. Like, if they also start cutting down their like carbon emissions, I think they would also send the messages to other smaller countries to also do the same. Because they're known,
and I think
and they're role
Europe
model.
I think Europe has made more efforts than the
Yeah,
States have
yeah, they
to help
have,
the
they have.
environment, and I think it's admirable. I think Europe does like Europe and the European Union does a lot more.
Yeah, the
Um,
EU, they have like better, they have better foods. Like they have like stricter like controls for like, I don't know, ingredients, because if you go to like any European country, like usually if you look at like the ingredient list from like, I don't know, store-bought food, it's usually, very minimalistic compared to the US, which is just
yeah,
full of just random chemicals. Even if
yeah,
it's like bad or good, it's still like chemicals.
yeah, and I mean that ties back into consumerism
Yeah.
and the mass production that I feel that Americans buy into,
Yeah. And
just
the
especially what?
what? Wait, finish your
No,
thought.
I mean
No,
I
no,
was
no,
going to
wait.
talk about fast fashion and
Yep, yep, yep,
the
yep,
mass
yep.
consumerism that comes with like Zara and like
Shein,
Shein, yeah.
Shein, I don't know. Or Temu.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and also a lot of these, like a lot of people, they don't even recognize like these things as fast fashion, because H&M or like Uniqlo, they're technically fast fashion too. Like I feel like we need to I feel like we need to find ways to like mark these things, because it's hard to tell if they're like fast fashion or not, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Why
almost
not
everything is
go
fast fashion.
thrifting?
Lululemon is also fast fashion.
Yeah.
Um,
So go thrifting, like
yeah, thrifting is good. Honestly, like you can find really good things. Like I want to go thrift, honestly. Like
yeah.
someone bring me there.
No, girl, we'll go. We'll go.
Right. Like somebody bring me to the city. Like I'm gonna buy the entire freaking store at this point.
No, yeah. And then I'll go to the biggest Barnes& and Noble in the world. Um,
Okay, right.
completely biased, sorry.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, but yeah, I just it's like I feel like we really need to increase um awareness for environmental issues, because you can never have enough, because we still have you know people claiming that global warming is a hoax. Like we have people walking amongst us saying that global warming isn't real. Like that's a crazy statement if you ask me.
I mean, we do live in quite the crazy world. So,
Yeah. And also we also have like PFAS, like this forever chemical in our waters and stuff. Um and it's like concerning because it can cause cancer.
but then again, everything
It's hard
seems to
to
cause cancer.
get that out of your body because it can never be destroyed. So it's just, in our drinking water, it's in the air we breathe. Even rain has PFAS, runoffs, everything. Like we have PFAS in our body. Most of us have PFAS in our body now. Um, and that's because we just didn't recognize that back then, because PFAS is used in like waterproofing things. So like non-stick pans, waterproof jackets, you name it, PFAS is found there, and it's just terrible, honestly. And you know, like lawmakers, like they've recognized that um PFAS is dangerous for our health, and they've passed several laws to restrict PFAS in our drinking waters. But like again, with the recent political development, I feel like it's decreasing again, and we need to maintain the strength of advocating um for these issues, because it's more important than ever to be raising awareness for that, especially with laws declining, um
I
and
mean, in our
yeah, and just like lawmakers being more lenient about PFAS.
I mean, our in our ever developing world, we need to keep an eye out for environmental
Yeah,
issues. I mean, they're
it's
only
a
going to continue to develop.
yeah, it's a call to action essentially.
Yeah. So go outside, appreciate nature, touch grass, go thrifting.
Go thrifting.
It's
Go
important.
thrifting.
Yeah, go
Save
thrifting.
the polar bears, save the polar bears, and save the penguins, and save every single animal, because
Yeah.
God knows when they're gonna die or go extinct.
Okay, let's try to be a little more optimistic. That was very morbid.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's honestly hard to stay optimistic with global warming, because it's like we have 3 years left. We have 3 years left to flip it, and to lower everything. But I don't like, realistically, I'm thinking like pessimistically, I feel like it's just not possible. Like 3 years is short.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, I'm praying, I'm hoping that there's like developments to this field of research where we can like control our carbon emissions and all of that, to make the environment just a little more cleaner, a little bit better every single day, honestly. So,
Yeah. I mean,
you
one
know,
step at a time. That's all
right,
we can do.
right. Like, come on, guys. Like, who doesn't like a good like hike? Come on, like appreciate nature. Like,
You're
look
cutting.
around you.
You've cut. He's cut.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So,
Well, no, I'm basically saying, hello.
oh, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just basically saying like, if you go on a hike, you see all the trees, you see like the lake, you appreciate the nature. If you want to keep it, then we gotta like chop chop, get on that.
Yeah. And I get this was more of a morbid-ish episode.
Yeah.
Um,
So we apologize for this very serious, very real topic, but I feel like it's important that we target this issue, especially when
yeah,
our
he's probably
podcast
gonna
is
say
very
something
like,
like, "Oh, you're back. Hi, you cut.
oh, hi. Oh, did I? Did
Yeah,
I?
you cut. Do you want me to summarize? I can take it away. Fix your
Yeah,
mic.
take
Okay,
it away.
I'll take it away. Um, it's a really important issue, and hopefully, to some extent, if you are a person listening, oh, hi, voice crack. If you are a person listening, you um you just spend a little bit more time thinking about it today, and
Yeah.
I promise the
Um,
next one will be a little more lighthearted and
yeah,
funny.
and yeah, the next one is gonna be funny, trust.
The next one's funny. The next one's funny.
Yeah. I feel like it's our responsibility to, raise awareness for this issue, because, we're teenagers and we see these things going on around us. Like, how can we not? And because we have a platform to do this, why not? Why not talk about it?
Mm.
Especially when we're podcasters. So,
Yeah, I
yeah.
feel like a fraud sometimes, but that's okay.
Oh, no, don't let imposter syndrome get you, girl. But anyways, thank you for listening. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah, toodaloo.
Toodaloo.